The Good Life. We are glad you found time to keep this appointment with us. Today on The Good Life, we take a look at issues to do with bondage to fear and the way out. And to help enlighten the eyes of our understanding, as it said in the Bible, is a prolific preacher and a public commentator of no mean standing. My special guest is the president and founder, Solid Rock Kingdom Church Worldwide. He is a husband, father, grandfather, a mentor, and one can go on and on and on and on. He's also a member of the Fathers in Faith for Good Governance in Akwa Ibom State. Apostle Dr. John OKORIKO, president and founder, Solid Rock Kingdom Church, is here with us on The Good Life on Memories 96. And our theme again is the bondage to fear and the way out. I will be speaking in English, and at a point we would like my guests to change over to the local dialect, the Bibio dialect. This is The Good Life on Memories 96.5 FM. My name is Joshua Akpabio. Be free from so many things. That's why from time to time we bring to you issues to do with addictions, we bring you issues to do with characters that are not in line with decorum. And so tonight, like I said before we went on that short break, it is to do with bondage to fear and the way out. And please join me to welcome to The Good Life again Apostle Dr. John OKORIKO, president and founder, Solid Rock Kingdom Church. So you're welcome.
Praise the Lord. Can you permit me to address you as Mr. Memories 96?
That's good, sir. That's good, sir.
Since last I was here about
yes, sir.
3-4 months ago.
Okay.
It's good to be here.
And we are glad to have you back.
Thank you.
All the time. And so let's begin this way. You are a member of Fathers in Faith for Good Governance in Akwa Ibom State. That is to say that you project good governance as a group, and you are very revered gentlemen, people that are fathers in all ramifications. So how far has it been? How do we have good governance in Akwa Ibom State now?
Yes, sir. Can I just bring it lower from that level down to the unit as a family?
Okay, sir.
You know that covenant begins from the unit called family.
Yes, sir.
And then it spreads all over to the community, maybe starting also from the church.
Okay.
Now you are now asking about the covenants in the state.
Akwa Ibom State, yes.
So before now, I think we have a lot of evidence to prove that the government in Akwa Ibom State has been on footings.
Okay.
After having celebrated about 1 year in the office of dear Governor, His Excellency, Pastor Moino.
Yes, sir.
You are a witness that things are not as usual. A lot of things are being brought down under control, especially the armed bandits and the cultists that have been strolling all over the place.
Okay.
I think in my area of, I think we are of the same geographical
location. Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir.
So now people are starting, yes, now people are too isolated.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Unlike the past few years. So we can say that because this government has brought the soul of the church alongside, that righteousness ought to be performed by two. It's not His Excellency is not dependent only on his classified workers in the governance.
Yes.
He brought the church in, and like Jesus said, when he was to be baptized by John the Baptist, he told John that both of them need to fulfill righteousness.
Yes,
I think the righteousness of running a government that will give human face to it.
Okay.
Has now been tied to not only in the house of the lawmakers, it's also on the knees of the pastors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what's the future like by your projection?
When the righteous governs, I believe the people will rejoice.
Okay.
The future of the state and also of Nigeria could be seen based on the foundation. The foundation, if the foundation is righteousness, it will also impact on the lives of those who are the beneficiaries of the good governance. So I hope there were times we did not see what we have seen this in the nation.
Okay.
I think in those days many things were valuable, very valuable, that you don't toy with it. Like speaking the truth, like being sincere. But along the line, I believe it was as the result of the war that we had, Nigerian Biafra War. People learned to see that a crime could be committed, somebody could be killed, and we tried to marry killing and violence as a way of life. So I believe, as from now, I think we are looking for a peaceful lifestyle that is coming.
All right. And so, why we did go to the internet to say you are going to be here, most respondents say that would like to hear you talk more about issues to do with fear. Like you said, all over the country, all over the state, we have things that bring fear. Even the economy right now is putting fear into the lives of people.
Majority are very, very fearful of what they don't know. That is what they don't know is the future.
Yes, yes.
If things are going on this way, what will be the next few, maybe weeks and months and then years?
Okay, sir.
And the issue of not coming up with the agreement with the government and the workers.
Okay.
People don't know how much their award would be. Also take our fears.
All right, sir. So, because the dictionary defines fear as an unpleasant emotion caused by the threat of danger, pain. Over the years, we have been afraid of certain things. Maybe that's why you wrote the book. Every Satan has a human face. Like for instance, issues to do with witchcraft, issues to do with diabolism, all those kind of things. People live in fear, and so I did permit me to quote, I think in Psalms 53 verse 5, it said, "There were they in fear where no fear was." So most of the fears we have,
we borrowed them.
We just
we imagine.
We just imagine them and grow them. In fact, we water fear. I was in the burial I had yesterday, and I tried to learn a lot of things. There are people who came there to that village who had never come to that village since they were born, and they are in their 50s. And they sat down with fear. What do you...
They will want to hasten the ceremony so that they can run out.
Immediately they put someone in ground, they were gone.
They imagine that everybody standing by is a witch or
wizard. that even the banana and the plantain, the trees standing, everything is witch or wizard, and these things have created fear. You have talked about it over the years. You have been very strong in talking about it. So, should we continue like this?
Well, I believe every human being have to, when born into this world, have to learn really what is realistic about fear and about faith. That any fire can burn.
That's correct.
You can play with fire. And if it's close to a serpent or a snake, you may not fear because it hasn't come from that world. The world it came from, you never saw anything of that nature for over 9 months. So when it's born into this world, the parent must start to still fear, so as to use fear to safeguard or protect him. Like the fear of running into maybe a running water, the fear of keeping away from fire, So many of the fears are taught naturally, and we imbibe on these principles of fear, and we extend from there to the unknown. The unknown may be what is happening tomorrow. Following what is happening today, we don't know tomorrow. So a lot of fears gathers around. Now, what happens when somebody dies? So we create any picture for the day or about the day. What the dead will do to us. Sometimes we brand them as though they are the same level when they were alive. If they were violent, that is when they are dead, they will be more violent. If they were jealous, then when he dies, he will be more jealous.
If he was into witchcraft,
it would be more. That the dead graduates the fellow to become more, a lot of. The greatest enemy to overcome is not any other enemy than fear. And Jesus to teach disciples how to control fear, or not to be, dominated or
controlled by fear.
He took them to the river, to the ocean, and he took them to the desert to eat. He took them to a dead corpse. When every hope was lost, then he resurrects out. He knows Jesus. So fear is inherited by our parents.